Hey everyone, this is, okay, not so quick update. Actually, this is kind of a long, well, a lot of stuff has happened since I started this channel. And I want to quickly go over a lot of the stuff that I currently have been, what I have been doing, what's currently going to happen, and what I'm planning for the future. But before I start all that, I have to give such a massive, generous helping of thanks and appreciation to not only the friends and loved ones that have been supporting me through this and who've been helping me, because they're the real rock stars. Because I honestly, a lot of the stuff that I've been currently doing, I could not set up if I just did it by myself. So I am hugely appreciative of them, and I'm hugely appreciative of all the people who, in my young days of being a YouTuber, have subscribed and who've commented and who've liked my stuff, because it is very hard to start out as a new YouTuber these days, especially in the gaming field. Being a Let's Player is not as easy as it used to be back in like 2012. But yeah, I am so thankful, so thankful for all of them and all of you beautiful people who have been supporting me. And okay, so I was wait, just one more point. I've got to say this. This has got to be said. Like, being such a young YouTuber, I can deal with comments that are mean and unkind, and I can deal with all of that. That's just like, oh well, they're just hating, whatever. It's water under a bridge, salt over the shoulder. It's nothing to me. But I feel like I'm extra sensitive when it comes to like my subscriber numbers, because it's like whenever I get one subscriber, just like that 1+1 subscriber, I'm like, yay. It's like, thanks, welcome to the family, welcome to the community. Thank you so much for subscribing to my little area of the world. But also, in addition, every time someone leaves, it's like, oh, it's heartbreaking. I'm like, what have I done? Have I offended you? I'm sorry. What have I done? Please tell me. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on to it. So, I released a video at literally at I think it was like a day and a half that I started YouTube, and I was like already throwing a huge disgruntled emotional hissy fit about being on YouTube. It has been intense because, well, like I've said in that video, I've invested a lot into this. I've invested so much, and I just really wanted to succeed, and I just kind of feel that YouTube itself doesn't really give me the tools needed to give me the exposure to succeed or fail in the public light. Even now, I still feel very, very much in a dark little corner of the universe that is YouTube. So that has been really intense. And let me go over a few things as part of my journey from starting my channel to basically now. Because I was getting into all kinds of emotional ups and downs, and I was trying to find, I spent most of my time the past month just trying to find a way to get myself more out there so that you can see me. Just so I can do that, just so that you can actually see my content and decide for yourself whether you actually wanted to be a part of what I'm trying to bring here. But it was a struggle. And at first, I decided to go through Fakebook's frickin' promotion system And you know what? I have seen the videos. I have seen those videos where they basically tell you how much of an absolute scam it is. And it totally is. Even that, I thought to myself, even if I could get like 1% of those people are genuine, I thought it would be enough. But no, it wasn't. Not even 1%. Not even 1%. I got so many page likes. So many page likes, so many post likes, but no one came to my channel. No one came to my channel. No one bothered looking at my channel. It was all money pissed down the drain. Fakebook is not where you should be going to get yourself exposed by the looks of it. But then I did go through AdWords, which was way more successful. So if you want to know how to get your stuff out there and be a lot more successful, go through AdWords. AdWords will actually give you the kind of exposure you need. Although I still feel like I haven't quite hit the vein of people that I want to expose my content to. Because I feel like, yeah, I do. There's a lot of gamers. I was very specific on who I wanted to show it to, especially people who are into Let's Play videos. But I still feel like I haven't quite reached the demographic that I wanted. Although I've got to say, all the Russians that have been watching my content, I thank you greatly. Seems like Russians specifically are my biggest viewer base, which is great. But yeah, so that was also another thing. But unfortunately, it's not really sustainable. It just kind of gets to a point where you can't actually use like AdWords for very long, because you're just wasting money at the end of the day. You're just going to keep pumping money in and in and in, and it also doesn't give you the kind of exposure you may want. But also, the thing is, and what I have said in other videos that I have done, is that a lot of what I'm doing currently is very self-taught. Very, very much. And I'm trying to reach a bar here that is unfortunately very, very high. There is a very high standard now for Let's Players, because most Let's Players Let's Plays are out of the infantile stage. I think it's still a very young industry, but it's out of the infantile stage. And nowadays you have to have amazing audio quality, you have to have amazing visual quality, you have to have great editing and awesome jokes. And I mean, nowadays, like, every YouTuber these days has taken some form of improvisation classes, proper acting classes, to improve the quality of their videos. And unfortunately, that's what people now expect. And being a young Let's Player, that's a very hard goal to reach when you're all by yourself and you're trying to invest in yourself to get there. So I am trying, and I'm really trying to increase the quality of everything that I'm doing. I've heard a lot from a lot of people. My own friends have even told me like a few areas that I could be better at. But now that's just what has happened. Let's move on to what is happening, what I have been working on and what I have working on. So, unfortunately, because of the fact that I wanted to get the channel out as quickly as possible, a lot of stuff was rushed. Including my, what would you call it? In the industry, you'd call it your corporate identity. But it's basically like the banners, my icon, everything. It was all very rushed, including the end cards. As you can see, the little next video box doesn't quite fit. I didn't really have time to suss out all the little tiny minutiae of everything. But so all of that is changing. It's going when this video gets published, there will be new branding all over the place. So new icon, new logo, new banner, and new end card animation. Let me put a pin on that and say that that's a tentative new end card animation. I'm actually, as I'm recording this, I'm still working on that. And unfortunately, for a 15-second animation, it takes like 5 hours for my computer to render it. It is insane how long it takes. But yeah. Also, another thing that you may have noticed, stuff has changed. Stuff has changed. You'll notice my camera isn't so choppy anymore. Look at that. It's not. It's a lot more responsive. A lot more responsive. I've made a lot of changes. There's now a light to help. I've got a backdrop so that it looks a little bit more professional. I actually wanted to paint it, but I kind of got to a point where it's like, yeah, that would probably take a lot of time, and not only that, I don't really want to screw it up. So I was going to have like blue flame wings behind me or something like that, which I was going to paint, but I'll see about that. So that's a thing. Although I will have to say, this is actually a warning. For the next few episodes, there is going to be a lot of audio distortion. I don't know what I did. I think it's because I changed everything around here. So now my audio has become a lot more harsher. It's a lot harder and a lot more distorted. And I am working on that. That is something I'm still working on. So I'm trying to figure out a way to do that. If you guys have any ideas on what I can do, let me know. So yeah. Another thing is, yeah, as you know, Mass Effect is kind of. I'm stopping Mass Effect. The last Mass Effect that I posted is the last Mass Effect that I will do for a while. So it's going into hiatus indefinitely until I can upgrade my machine to actually handle it better. I mean, I'm still playing games that unfortunately, like the game that's actually replacing it, even that, it's not a graphically hectic game, but it puts enough strain on my graphics card to actually make my capture a bit jittery. Also something I'm working on. And that's a good segue into what is going to be new. So what I'm working on for the future is I am actually looking at getting a new graphics card for my machine. I'm pretty much betting the lion's share of my performance issues, both in my captures and in my video gaming, is all pretty much related to my graphics card. So that's something that's I'm going to be looking at and implementing, hopefully in the future, in my future recordings, so that it's better quality. I am working on animations. One particular animation is going to be about two sentient robots, kind of satirical commentary on humanity and various topics, which I was going to have a little image of the little characters that I was going to put into the animation, but even that, that's in the conceptual stage. It's only up here. It's not on the computer yet. I haven't actually gotten to drawing any of that yet. And also in animation, I've decided, and something I'm working on for the future, I'm actually going to put my coding skills and my YouTube channel together. Because I'm using Animation Studios, but it's becoming rather difficult to do complex animations. So I'm going to code myself using XNA, use my XNA knowledge to create my own personal little animation building suite, so I can actually create complex animations and then render them. Because otherwise I am just not I'm not doing too well on that front. Because I want to do more animations, and I want to do more complex animations. I don't want to just do the typical, two people talking and it's just like basic mouth animations and that kind of stuff. I actually want to make more complex animations. So that's something. Anyway, for my final, well, not really my final, well, for, just to let you know, this is something I've basically discussed in my Mass Effect videos, is that I am currently in the process of the Bulk Up Challenge. So I am spending 5 weeks on an intense diet and an intense workout routine to bulk up. And I'm basically, at the end of that, I'm going to compile a video, which I'm going to post, which is going to highlight my entire journey and whether or not I've actually succeeded in doing any form of bulking. And I've got to say, I'm already in my first week and I am dead tired. I am exhausted. I am surprised I'm even recording this vlog right now. It is ridiculous. I just came back from a Muay Thai session, and normally my Muay Thai sessions don't tire me out like they are currently. But this time I'm dead. All the other training has screwed me up. My entire upper body is stiff and sore. My whole back is so stiff that I can't actually bend down. My back can't move. I have to actually bend down and do everything with my knees because my entire back is screwed at the moment. So yeah. But I've organized some really great content for that video. It's actually my biggest project that is currently in the works right now. So I'm really hoping that you will all enjoy what I'm going to be producing there. I mean, I'm going to be doing some recording tomorrow and the day after, and I've organized some special treats. I would give you like spoiler samples or like snippet samples, but unfortunately, I haven't even started that yet, so sorry. But we'll see. We'll see how long I survive. Man, it's exhausting. I'm exhausted. But yeah, that's it. That's everything that I've currently been working on. Actually, I completely forgot while I was talking about the AdWords. I made a tiny animation ad, which I will put a link in the description of where that video is. I don't have it listed on my channel, mostly because I'm actually quite embarrassed by it. But I actually tried to make one of those little skippable ads that you put in front of people, and a few people have watched it, but man, it didn't give me the reception that I needed. And honestly, I was just, it's just cringeworthy, so maybe you'll get a kick out of it by looking at what it is. But that's it from me. Just highlighting and updating you all on what's happening with my channel and what is going to happen. I've got to say as my closing statements. Yeah, if you want to talk to me, please don't be afraid to comment or um, uh, tweet me. Sorry, I almost said twit. I've got certain vocal. I've trained myself to vocally say certain things because I'm not actually the biggest fan of social media. So you can tweet me. You can tweet me. You can put comments in my videos. Please, I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear from you and to be able to talk to you guys. I really would. So don't be afraid. Please go ahead. And like I say in every video, if you watch this to its completion, thank you. Thank you for watching. And thank you for being a part of this channel with me. And yeah, I will see you all soon. Cheers, guys.